Your nose scratches are so intense.
I can't help it. I have the allergies,
You
man.
like
Allergies are.
really get in there.
I have to. Ever since I got my nose job, I really got to give it a go. We're back, back, back again. Hello.
Hi, happy week.
It is a new week, new day, new dawn, new breath of air. How was your weekend?
I could have done without the start of the week though. If we're being honest, it was great. I actually had such a fabulous weekend. My in-laws were here,
Mike and
Saturday
Beth.
to Sunday. Yeah, Mike and Beth were here, which, oh my gosh, I am so blessed that I love spending time with my in-laws. I really do have the best in-laws. I hit the jackpot.
Yeah, you do. They're pretty awesome people. I really like
Yeah,
them.
I know. They're the best. But we had a really nice weekend. They came in from the beach. They were staying out at the beach all week for vacation, so they came in at the latter half. And we just hung out. We play, I don't know if anybody here plays euchre, but we play so much cards. Yeah, euchre. It's I'm not going to pretend to know how to explain it. It took me probably 3 years to be able to play and hang out with the family. But so we just kind of hit the breweries, took Hutch, played euchre, went to dinner, and then Saturday, mom and dad got home from their vacation. So we all hung out. It was so nice. I need to put on the screen. Did you see the picture that I posted of dad in his 70s wig and outfit?
Yes. Okay, Tom Davis on a cruise, from what I've learned, is a different person. I don't know that man. I've never met that man, and I have known this man for 30 years.
Tom Cruise, Cruise and Tom.
Oh my God, how in 30 years have I not thought about your dad named Tom on a cruise is Tom Cruise? I was today years old
Coined.
when we thought about that.
Tom Cruise is a different animal. I have to tell you a story. I don't know if you've heard this before, but this is my favorite story to tell. I was really, really young. So my parents are cruising people. They love a cruise, okay? And they particularly love like Carnival cruises, all right? But not like yucky Carnival. They only go on like the brand new nice ships. So this ship that they went on, they've gone a couple times now, but they love it. But when I was younger, I will never forget this. Mom could not find dad anywhere. And there's only so many places you can go on a cruise ship. It's either somewhere on the cruise ship or the ocean. You're in one of two spots.
Right. Your options are limited.
Right, right. There's only so many whereabouts. So it was like 2 a.m. Okay. And mind you guys, my dad is
Pause.
a
2 a.m. Okay, sorry, go ahead because you
yes,
got
2 in the
2
morning.
a.m. As in
Tom
like
Cruise.
midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. We're talking like a.m. on a clock.
Midnight plus two. Midnight plus
Okay.
two. He never came back to the cabin. Okay. Mind you, him and my mom, or just Tom, I don't know which one, went to a toga party where like you're just supposed to
This
wear your
keeps
robe.
going further down this
Okay.
complete insane rabbit hole. What do you mean a
And
toga party? What is happening?
and this gets better. If you like knew my dad, guys, like my dad is a very docile man. He he's funny, but you got to be kind of paying attention to him, and he just kind of speaks when he's spoken to. He's a very couth individual, and so it is now 2 in the morning. I'm asleep. My mom wakes up, can't find my dad anywhere. Okay, she's looking around the ship. She is about to mayday the caption, man overboard. She like literally is freaking out. So she goes to the sun deck, the very top deck, and there's my dad passed out on a lawn chair at the top of the cruise deck, just passed out, drunk as a skunk, in his robe and his
In
skivvies.
a robe.
Tom Cruise. So yeah, my parents went to a 70s party, and my dad looked like Hulk Hogan and Elvis had a baby.
It's it's I don't it's ridiculous. I genuinely do not know that man. Again, I have never met this man. I am not personally someone who loves a cruise, but I would go on a carnival cruise just to meet this man. That has been my uncle for the vast majority of my life.
Tom Cruise, man, they love it. They like love a cruise. But it was so nice. So we did that, and then what did we do Sunday? What? Oh, Sunday was Easter. That was yesterday.
Yeah, he Sunday was Easter and it was 420. Like Blaze him and praise him. He is high on the glory. Blaze him and
So
praise him.
Bree and Chris invited us over with their family to spend Easter with them, which was really lovely. Bree has a really lovely family. Like we really had a nice time. Of course, she's the hostess with the mostest. So we just hung out, talked to them, had a couple cocktails, and then we came home and just hung out. So it was really nice. It was a good weekend. What about you? What did you do?
I had a bunch of little shit this weekend. It was like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it just all added up. I'm tired today. I'm tired this week. Um, what did you do? I had Friday. We had some of Joey's friends and some of my friends come over to my house. We did games, ordered food,
Mm,
because I hadn't seen some of my friends in months because of the trip. And so
I love a
we
game
also had
night.
never we had, same, and I have this one game called Mysterium Park that everyone loves it every time they play. But
Ooh.
we
I
had
need a list. We need new games. So send me
oh,
some links.
got you. Joey's friends and my friends, we love board games, so we do these nights more often than we do now. But anyway, we had a game night on Friday, and we never mingled Joey's friends and my friends before. So I was like, this is a good opportunity. Let's pick some of your best friends, some of my best friends, and we just had a few of each, and everybody came over and played games at my place. So we did that on Friday. It was a lot of fun. We were up until 1 o'clock in the morning, which is not something I've been doing since the trip. And then Saturday I had a 40th birthday, and it was like White Lotus Resort Chic theme. So I was like, of course.
Oh.
Luckily, I had everything because I'm always looking cute. And then Joey and I have this thing where we fall asleep on the couch Saturday evenings for 3 hours. It's kind of been our life since we've come
Like
back from the
late
trip.
evening? Like before you go to bed?
Like 7 o'clock and wake up and it's 10 p.m.
Oh my God, you
It's been
warm
like
up
that
to
every
go to
weekend.
sleep.
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get old and I have to start eating Blue Plate Special so I can be in bed by 7. And then Sunday was Easter. We had brunch with my best friend Tyler, who I haven't seen since a month before the trip. So
Tyler.
I know Tyler, my best friend Tyler.
Tyler.
We had a cute little brunch, and then went back to the house, did the dog thing, grabbed the dogs, and went to Joey's family's for Easter. They live like an hour-ish south in Orange County, and his family is Filipino. And y'all, I'm so full today. All they did was feed us. Like Filipino culture is we cook, we cook, we cook. Here, you need to eat more. Like I'm physically not hungry. I can't eat anymore. Yes, you can. My dad made
You'll
this. You
find
should
room.
eat it. I, I, I'm going to be sick. I cannot eat anymore. They had
Oh,
pork belly and steak skewers and chicken and whole fish and of course rice. They're Asian and these garlic noodles and there were like three different
yum.
desserts and like there are 8 of us here. There's enough here to feed 3 times as many. It was just a lot. I was so full. And then, so we didn't even get back
Yum.
until like almost 10 o'clock last night. And the dogs came and they have this big yard.
So
And
fun.
so the dogs like have been sleeping ever since. That part is
Oh,
awesome. But
that's really
long
sweet. That
story,
sounds
but
so
we had a
fun.
lot of little stuff. I'm tired and I'm very full today.
Wait, I have questions. I have so many questions.
Okay, let's go.
How did it go with like, I feel like you didn't divulge. How did it go with the mingling of the friends? Did everyone get along?
Oh yeah, the mingling friend. Everyone got along well. His friends and my friends are a little older, late 30s, early 40s. So everyone's kind of on the same page, and everyone was like really down for a chill night. Anyway, so yeah, it was really good. Everyone got along really well.
Fun.
It was really kosher, and we're
Yay.
just those type of people. Like we have people in our lives that are just really easy to go with the flow.
Yeah. Those are
Yeah, it
the
was
best
really
kinds of
nice.
friends. Well, that's good. I feel like that's a big deal. I feel
It
like
is
you
a big
really
deal.
glazed over that.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I guess after you're with somebody
Thanks.
for a year, it's probably a good idea for your friends to meet each other.
Yeah, I would say. Well, it makes it easy that you guys are in the same city and like Joey's been here in LA for most of his life, so that makes it easy. A lot of Connor's friends I didn't meet. Like I met them sporadically, and then our friends didn't mingle until the wedding because they all live in different places.
Oh yeah, because you have a lot of people that live in Indiana, or that's not close to Florida. Yeah, Joey's grew up in the area. All his friends and family are within an hour, hour and a half of the city.
That's so nice. So, in Filipino families, how do they celebrate Easter? Did they go to church? What did they do yesterday before you guys got there?
I don't know if they church, but I mean they grew up Catholic like we did. I mean, Joey's got a rosary in his window. He prays to it every time he gets on the freeway, and I'm like, whatever keeps you from crashing, I'm here for it. They do all the same stuff. Like His niece is 1 year old, and then his cousin, he's really close to, who hosted, also has a toddler. I think maybe one or two. So it was just like we threw some
Fun.
eggs out in the yard and watched them pick up eggs. It was cute. His niece is very, very adorable. I love his niece.
Holidays really do because I feel like when you become, mid 20s, early to late 30s, and people don't necessarily have kids yet, the holidays get a little humdrum. I wouldn't say humdrum. It's different with kids. Like holidays in general are so much better with kids because they just find fun and magic and everything. Like I find Christmas to be so much better around our nieces than just like the adults. We had Bree's cousin's little boy there. Oh my God, cutest little towhead. But like he's 1.5, and the
What
way
is a
they walk,
towhead?
super blonde, like very blonde, like see-through blonde hair. Like he looks like a little surfer baby. He's so stinking cute. And just like watching him walk and Breeze, you've been to Breeze. So like the backyard is just like huge and she's got a ton of trees everywhere and she obviously got him like huge eggs to search for and he's just like the way toddlers walk. They like pick their knees up to their chin to walk around, like the wobble is so cute. But he reminded me, he is the smartest child. So Bree's cousin is teaching him like sign language so that he can communicate better. And it reminded me of Jack from Meet the Fockers. Have you seen Meet the Fockers?
Yes.
And he's like, oh, gotta poop or more, stuff like that. And he is so blonde, just like Jack. And I'm like, where is Robert De Niro here? But it was really cute. Well, it sounds like we both had nice Easter weekends. This was like the first one I didn't really spend with mom. Mom and dad said that they just slept all day. I was like, that sounds so nice.
Well, yeah, I don't blame them. They were with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, well, and they went with Skip and Sheila, so you know that they were just like partying all week. But it's funny because Skip and Sheila are so healthy. Like they live very, very healthy lifestyles. But when the four of them get together, they get after it. Yeah. Well, Skip's always been healthy. Miss Sheila
He
she
runs a
looks
lot, right?
fantastic. Yes. And Miss Sheila has been working out. She looks so amazing. And so they've all
Okay,
just been kind
Sheila.
of living this. Yeah. They've all been so healthy. And then, of course, when they all get together, mom's called me a couple times and she's been like, no one can get out of bed. But good. It sounds like we both had really great weekends. But I want to hear, and one thing that I want to keep doing every pod is to go through like our little moments of opinionatedness over the weekend because I have a few. Are you ready? I have a list. I literally have a list. Okay, my first one is I think life coach is the dumbest effing. It literally says I think life coach is the dumbest effing job anyone could have. This is my first one. It's funny because I don't remember the moments in which I wrote these down. It's just how I wrote them. But
Well, that's certainly an opinion.
do you know any life coaches personally, like in your
Yeah, I
life?
do. Yeah, I do.
I would like to know what qualifications somebody has to render them a life coach. What parts of life have they mastered to then give advice to other people on how to master their lives?
I don't know. Is there like a certification for life coaching? Like, is that
Right.
a thing? I don't know. I've never had a life coach. That's just like, I call that therapist. That's just for me. Like, I'm not yucking anyone's mun. However you get your coins is how you get your coins, get your bag. But I genuinely don't know if there are qualifications to become a life coach. You just wake up one day and say, I want to help you make your life better. And essentially, I'm going to give you my opinion on what you can do to do that. So you are now an opinionated podcast, but you call it life coach.
On the flip side of it, I have to imagine how fucked up does your life have to be to hire someone to guide you through your own?
Well, I mean, I would call you. Wouldn't you technically be my life coach?
Would you pay me? No.
No, God, no.
Right. So like I imagine most likely if you are hiring a life coach, you probably also can't afford a life coach is where I'm at.
Does the life coach take insurance? Like, does my insurance cover that? Like, is that obviously probably have to be, PPO, but would, I don't know. If you're out there and you're a life coach, we're not, yucking on your yum. I have questions. Could you please write in and give us some information?
Sound off in the comments. Or like I want to know, I have a few questions. I want to know your qualifications. How'd you get here? B, I want to know the number one pain point of your clients. C, I want to know if you provide do you work with insurance companies? Because if an insurance company is providing coverage for a life coach and my insurance company won't even do like egg freezing, give me a break. The whole, no, seriously, the things people have to jump through to get really necessary care, and then a life coach is insured. I need to know. I have questions.
Sound off in the comments. Very curious myself. Just give me a little bit more insights. And maybe this is just my ignorance. Teach me more about the life coach thing.
Is there anything over the weekend that made you go, oh, need to save it for the pod?
I'd probably say the typical thing that every Californian or everybody from LA bitches about: the traffic. Like, it's just insane. And maybe it was a holiday weekend, granted, got all of that. But I just don't understand how in 2025, with the internet, with driving school, why you cannot figure out that driving in the far left lane, if you are going under the speed limit, is unacceptable. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you are not going with the flow of traffic, you need to move to the fucking right. Why is that complicated? Can someone, hello? Anybody in the room, please tell me why that's complicated.
I think people just don't pay attention. They get lost in their own world. It's actually crazy.
Like, I'm trying to limit my road rage because people are crazy and you never know when someone's going to tap a gun on your windshield. But I want to honk my horn so loud at you and throw up a middle finger and let you know that I think that you deserve to be pushed into a ditch. Like, please, please, please just move over.
They do in Europe. They honk at you. If you're in the left lane and you are not getting over, they will honk at you. I think we should start normalizing honking at left lane offenders.
People get violent in this town, though. You got to be careful.
I completely agree with you.
You can't even, you're getting on the highway here. You're not going that fast. Like, for example, there are high-speed chases all the time on the news here. And I'm like, where the fuck are you in Los Angeles that you were going on a high-speed chase because I can't get from La Brea to Fairfax in less than 10 minutes? Where are you in Los Angeles? I need to know what highway these people are on. What highway do you drive on so that I can drive with you? Because let me tell you something. If I see a high-speed chase in front of me, I'm going behind them because there's not going to be any traffic in front of them. Are you kidding me? News Chopper 6. There is a black BMW behind car number 54. Yes, because I'm trying to get to the grocery store. And let me tell you something. There's no traffic on this freeway because you people on these high-speed chases are constantly getting on roads with no traffic. And I would like to be a part of that journey. That's my opinion.
That was a really great point. It's so true because anytime I see a high-speed chase, specifically in California, I'm like, where the fuck are they that they have no cars around them?
Where? I need someone that lives somewhere within a 20-mile radius. Tell me where the fuck. Because I'll go to Palm Springs, 2 hours away, traffic. I'll go to Vegas, 4 hours away, traffic. San Diego, south, traffic. I literally can't. I go up and there's traffic. I don't understand where you people are.
It's crazy because you live close to the airport too. And it takes us forever. Even at 9 p.m. when we get in, typically it takes us forever to get to the airport, even on a weekend.
People are like, oh, well, it's only 2.5 miles on a map. I'll either one, walk. No, you're not. You're not walking. You don't walk in Los Angeles. You don't do that. Or second of all, oh, it's only 2.5 miles. It won't take that long. Baby, you need to plan 10 to 15 minutes per mile, period.
It's starting, believe it or not, it's getting like that here. I know that sounds crazy, but the Tampa Bay greater area is getting, we're getting flooded with people. It's asinine. It takes me forever to get anywhere. Yeah. You know how close I live to mom. It takes us 35 minutes. Well, and everyone's old here, which is also a big problem with the driving. Everyone is old. And I truly believe that you should have to, especially, okay, I've always believed this, and my dad always said, older people need a way to get out of their house and move around. Absolutely. They need a sense of freedom. Of course, they're human beings. But I'm sorry, at age 70, every 5 years at least, you should have to be retested for your license. You should. And there's no excuse at this point. You've got Uber. You have too many ways to get around now for, that to inhibit somebody's freedom. Retest, because the amount of older people here that cause deadly accidents is crazy. So
100%. One of the biggest causes of accidents are people driving too slow. And I don't know about you, but I've never seen somebody that's 70 years old going 80 in a 35. Respectfully.
I haven't either. Show me when pigs fly. Well, those are our opinions from the weekend.
That is my opinion. Move over. Have you been keeping up with the past several months with Onija Robinson, this like internet sensation person who catfished this young man? If you haven't seen this on the internet, I don't even know what you're doing to your algorithm, but it's been several months now.
Happened.
Yeah. So several months now, this woman went to Pakistan. She catfished this 19-year-old, marry him and all this. And she gets in and she's like, I need $25K per week. She's the person that goes, respect to the law, respect for halal. Sidebar, that is Joey's favorite phrase. Anytime we were in Europe, everywhere we go, when he goes to the car, comes out of the restroom, I don't know, pulls water out of the refrigerator. He just, respect for halal, respect to the... I'm like, why? You need a new phrase. So anyway, she disappeared for a bit, right? She was off the radar. This woman is nuts.
Why?
And because she's nuts. She is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We didn't hear from her for weeks and weeks. The internet started interneting, and they were like, where is this woman? And lo and behold, all of a sudden, this man ends up capturing this video of her. She's back in New York City, where she's from. And now all of a sudden, she's fucking everywhere. She's interviewing on everything. She is booked and busy. Booked. She's on booked. And she is rolling up in these nice-ass expensive cars, wearing all this designer stuff. And
this girl is spending as she gets it.
Of course she is. I thought that when all this started, that she was just going to be this one of those internet sensations that's going to be here for...
Like the Haktua girl?
Haktua, that's so demure. All these little internet fads that last for 5 minutes and people move on, right? Mm-hmm. I thought that she was going to be this, but this woman is still around. And she just did this interview last week that I was bent over laughing. There's just one comment she made. This woman goes, are you mentally ill? Do you have a mental illness? Is this who you really are? She goes, no, not right now, but I have asthma. And this is who this woman is. And she's making so much money. That's going to be my new answer. Yeah, she's like, do you, with serious face, do you have a mental illness? No, not right now.
Not right now.
I have asthma. And I couldn't get over it.
Anytime. And typically it's just Connor that asks me if I have a mental illness. I'm going to be like, not right now. Just my asthma.
Just asthma, but thank you. It's just, if you haven't, I don't know how you have it, but if you have not, just go on TikTok or Instagram or, I don't know, talk to your next door neighbor about Onija Robinson, because this woman is batshit crazy, and I'm here for it.
What? Okay. I need to know what brands are signing contracts with this woman. I need to know for what figures. Does she have a business manager? You know who needs a life coach?
Onija Robinson needs a life coach.
I'm very curious because it is so dang easy to get famous these days. You just have to be somewhat off of your rocker, which I feel like all of us are, to just become an overnight sensation. And then suddenly you're getting brand deals and you're on the news. Can you imagine having a conversation with this woman?
Yes. I would love to have a conversation with this woman.
I'm going to have to take notes because I want to be buying Range Rovers and just willy-nilly all over the place, spending all my newfound money. Oh my gosh. Do you have a mental illness? No, I just have asthma. Oh, that is so funny. Oh God, I love the internet. The internet does some good stuff. Did you watch Vanderpump Rules?
I didn't. I'm familiar with some of those people just because, I'm assuming you're talking about the whole Jackson Brittany
I am. Yeah,
saga
you
that
just
is
read.
going on.
Well, so okay, so a lot of these characters, and now they're bringing on like Lala and Sheena. They're bringing them over to a show called The Valley, which is more so about them like being parents in their adult life, getting married, all that stuff. So Jax and Brittany, I don't know how long they've been together, but they have a child together, and so they're going through this whole separation. It's like really nasty, and the big piece of news here is that Jax, which by the way, if you know anything about the Bravo world, like Jax is the number one villain of Bravo. Like outside of Tom Sandoval, like Jax was numero uno for villainhood. Okay.
I've never watched Vanderpump Rules, and I know Jax is a villain. I don't know anything about him. I just know the 5 seconds that I have seen about this man. I don't like him, and he gets on my fucking nerves, and he thinks he's a martyr and the victim to everything. But yet he is a
Yes.
martyr and coming
Always.
like, oh, it's everyone is, oh, how can I save the world? If you do not get out of my face, you're annoying as shit. I don't even know you, and I don't watch your shit, and I'm annoyed by you.
Yeah. So the big storyline now, like he got aggressive with his wife, maybe now ex-wife. I don't know if their divorce is final. But the whole storyline now is that he's coming out having this coke addiction. And guys,
I'm sorry, is that
please.
news?
Literally, if you have been listening to this man talk for the last 12 years, he sounds like he has a coke addiction. This is not news, and this is like the big story. Yes, of course, him getting aggressive with his wife, but like he's blaming it all on cocaine, and it is. I'm like, bro, I can literally hear he has the worst like nasally. You can tell when people do coke a lot. You can tell by the way they talk. You can hear it in their nose because their septums just do not work at all. There's no breathing out of either one of these holes. You have some serious respiratory problems, and it is so obvious, and the whole thing is such a mess, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the kind of content like that does not give me anxiety because like his wife is like, fuck him. She's like, she got in trouble because she was seeing someone else and sending him like dirty pictures, and Jack saw them on the iPad and just like lost his mind. But she's like the sweetest little Southern girl, Brittany. She literally talks like this, and she's just so dang sweet. And she is just like ripping him a effing new one on national television. And it is amazing. And he is finally getting what he deserves. But what also sucks is that, I don't know, with some of these things, like when you are getting violent with your wife, I don't believe you should be allowed to be back on a show. I know that it's good TV and the drama is good TV, but this is like my big opinion of the entire thing. Jax is now more famous than he's been in the last 10 years, I would say, 7 to 10 years, ever since he went off of Vanderpump. And he is getting so much press. He is getting so much recognition. This is going to sign him on for another season of The Valley because he has a cocaine addiction and he threw a chair at his wife. But sure, let's celebrate it. Let's make it a whole PR moment. And I just think that's so disgusting.
Okay, here's my opinion. First of all, I think you're a disgusting fucking person. I don't know a lot about the situation, but my boyfriend follows it and he keeps me up to date. And from what I understand with the show, you're not together. You all made this whatever agreement that you have that you could quote see other people. You have, it has been very widely known that you have been cheating on either Brittany or all these girls
every
fucking
woman
day of the week, on every woman that you have. You're like Tom Sandoval. You can't be trusted. You're skeezy. You make me feel like I need to go shower when I look at you. I don't know you, but I'm uncomfortable. I would never leave my daughter in a lone room with you, and I don't even know you. You give me those vibes. You give me 50 foot from a school entrance vibes. I do not like you. The fact that you think that you're the victim because your wife on an iPad that isn't even yours, and then you went snooping through her messages, first of all, Second of all, you didn't like what you saw, so you're sitting there not commenting on a conversation she's having with, how I understand it, is her best friend. Or
Her
no,
boyfriend. Her
it's
boyfriend.
her. I'm sorry.
She was texting her boyfriend.
Oh my God.
Yes, like this guy that she had been seeing that apparently was Jack's friend, but like they were separated. Yeah,
No,
she was sending
what,
him
dude?
nudies.
And he gets to have a fucking meltdown about that. Here's the thing that I understand. So this is my opinion, just on Jack Sloan. I don't feel bad for you. Go fuck off all the way. I hate that you're getting to capitalize on this, like the whole Sandoval thing. Like Sandoval got on traitors for this. It drives me crazy that we're not glorifying this man in a way
Yeah.
that he should get more TV. You and I are not. You and I are like, this guy's trash, but he's so trash that TV wants to have him back. So he's going to get booked and busy. I fucking hate it. And here is
Yeah.
why. If the shoe is on the other foot, if it was a woman that was behaving all of that, would she still be getting the same type of deal? Are you kidding
know.
me? Shut up.
I know. Like that's the sad part about reality TV today too. And it's just, and again, I don't know why we're all surprised. Like Jax has acted like this forever. And ladies, just like a note, just a generalized note. If your man or your ex-man or whoever it acts that way when stuff like that happens, when they are extremely overjealous, when it comes to other men, they're very aggressive. Please look at their history. Look at Jax's history. He has cheated on every woman he has ever been with. Men that act like that are men that cheat. So just something to be looking out for, because the fact that like anyone is surprised by this is crazy to A. B, the fact that he is getting so much notoriety right now and getting so much press, like it's negative, but it's still going to land him another season on the Valley for sure.
He's not the one, girl. I'm telling you, if that's in your life,
gross.
he's not the one. Break up with
gross.
him. Anybody that
Break
treats you like that, like you are not on, your life is not on TV. Break up with him. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve
100%.
better.
Yep, could not agree more. The most jealous, angry people are typically the ones that have something to hide.
Yeah. About anything. I don't
About
need you
anything.
projecting your insecurities on me.
It's exactly what it is. It is projection for sure.
I'm so thankful I don't have that in my relationship. Like
same.
Joey and I can literally say, "Oh, he's hot." Like we could talk about the attractiveness of other people without
Yeah.
someone getting upset. Like I'm with you. People are attractive. That's just how the world works. If you're uncomfortable with me saying that out loud, okay, then that's a different story. Like we don't have that. That's not a problem.
Well, yeah. Well, you also have trust. Connor's not a jealous man because he trusts me and is confident in himself. Like that has never been an issue. Like it's not even something I have to like. I literally don't even have to give it a second thought. It's not ever a problem. But yeah, so Jax Taylor, we all hate you, and I hope that you don't get signed on for another season of The Valley because I'm so sick of hearing your nasally ass voice. Oh, Pope Francis died yesterday.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah, that's such awful news. I know that he's been sick for a long time. I know this has been coming, unfortunately. But how wild though is it that he passed on Easter? That's pretty crazy.
It was also kind of weird. Like when I saw that, I was like, "Whoa!" I was like just at his house. Like,
The Pope's?
yeah, I was just at the Vatican like not even a month ago. I was just at his house. Like, what are you talking about? I was.
You just said that as if you had a little tea, a little bit of wine with Pope Francis, which I'm sure he would have invited you to his table. That's what everyone loved about him.
I was just at his house, and it's just weird to
He just had me over.
no. And he liked the gays. Like he gave
loved
us
the
a
gays.
lot of really good stuff, and he was very pro, like helping refugees and just I don't know. He was. I feel like he was like a pope of the modern time. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel like he was just trying to, from my perspective, I'm not a practicing Catholic. I'm not this huge religious person. That's just I have my own stories and reasons behind that. But from what was presented to me, he just seemed like he was trying to change the way that the world changes.
Yeah.
This isn't 1600 BC, right? And so I think I thought he was from what I could tell, I thought he's a pretty good pope.
Pretty good, but yeah. Well, I think this could be so wrong. I think he was coined like the modern pope or something like that. But
I see that.
No, he was very universally loved in that sense, and it's incredibly sad news, and it's really wild. I don't know if you saw there's a movie on this that recently came out. I don't know if it's on Amazon, who I don't know what it's on, but it's about picking the new pope and some of the politics that go into it, and really fantastic movie. Very curious to see who's up next and if they continue on his legacy.
You know what I'm curious about? I don't remember us going through popes this much growing up. Like, how this is like what, the second or third pope now since I've been alive? Is that common? Like, I don't think you go through popes like that.
I don't know. Well, they've all been pretty old.
How, well, yeah, but like, how often do they die? Like, how Francis was what, 77,
Let me look
83,
it up.
94? I don't know. I think he was in his 80s.
Oh,
Anyway, I don't know.
he
I
was
know I'm all
born
over
in
the place.
1936, I think it was. Let me see. He was 88 years old.
88. But like, I don't know. Like, how often do you usually go through popes? Because this is not my first pope move. Pope
Yeah, I know.
transition.
You're right. We have had a few in our lifetime. I guess it's just because they're typically, I guess it depends on how young they are when they start. And I get maybe we've just had older leaning popes.
Yeah.
It actually would be really interesting to be there this year if you are in Italy soon. Like, take pictures, send them to us. I'd be very curious to see what the Vatican is like in this interim time, as sad of a time that it is. It's interesting. But rest in peace, Pope Francis.
R.I.P. Popey France.
We will miss you, and we hope that your successor is as kind and open to all as you are.
We'll be
Sending
following
love to the
along because
Pope.
now I'm kind of curious to see. Like, it's not something we normally talk about. It'd be interesting to follow
Yeah.
how the new pope progression is going.
Alrighty, are you ready for this week's I Need Your Opinion? This one's funny.
These are my favorite. Okay.
I love these. I know. This one is actually pretty crazy. One of my bridesmaids, who has kind of made herself available to my brother our entire friendship of 20 plus years, tried to start dating my uncle at my wedding. We have a friend enemy relationship, so not sure where she can find. I don't know how this person wrote this. This person has a friend who tried to date her uncle at her wedding, and now she tried to call her out on it, and the girl never responded, so they are no longer talking.
I First of all, that girl is not your friend.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I mean, I've never had any one of my friends try to sleep with a family member, so I don't really know, or even date a family member.
It would be me. None of your friends, none of your gay friends have tried to sleep with me. I can attest to that.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Uh, I I would love to hear your opinion first. What do you think about this?
I would like to know what the uncle looks like. Let me see the man.
Wait, why does that matter? Why does it matter what the uncle looks like?
Maybe he's like
Girl,
a daddy. Maybe he's the hot uncle. I would. Okay, actually have a few questions. What does
after
he
you
look
try
like?
to scam on my husband for most of quote our friendship, and now you want to come and scam on my uncle? I don't care if
Scam
he's
on my
hot. Like,
husband. Her
did you
brother.
not just
She
say
tried to
that?
hook up with her brother.
Whatever,
Her whole
same
life.
thing.
I mean, maybe the uncle's hot. It's a wedding. People hook up at weddings.
Okay, hooking up and dating are not the same thing.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. Okay, no, my genuine opinion. I mean, I do. I think if your family's hot, your friends are gonna have crushes on them. That's how that goes, especially as little girls. I had crushes on like so many of my friends' older brothers.
Yeah, but how many times did you act on it? Long pause, no answer.
So I would say though, if this girl has been like going after your brother for years and then at your wedding tried to date your uncle, I think
Of all
homegirl's got
places.
some problems. Yeah, she's probably kind of sad and maybe she's a little lonely. So I kind of low key feel bad for the girl.
You know my opinion? That girl needs a life coach. That girl needs a life coach. In what world do you think at any point, one, if you were this person's friend, okay, back this up a little bit. This girl is supposed to be so good of a friend, you invited her to your wedding. after you
Yeah.
already knew she was trying to pick out your brother in a lineup. Now you're inviting her to your wedding. And you witness that she's either, quote, trying to date or, quote, trying to hook up with your uncle, who is yet to be determined, hot or not. We can put it up on the website and determine. However, you are now all bent out of shape about this. Like, where are you getting your friends? This girl needs a life coach.
Yeah, this girl needs. I think I now sorry, life coaches, for my opinion in the beginning. I feel like this episode has really turned me on to the idea of, you know what? Maybe some people really do need a life coach.
Do you think this girl knows that she needs a life coach, or is now the person asking for advice? Here's my advice. You go back to your friend and say, FYI, we're not friends. And then you suggest to her that she should go see a life coach. That's my advice to you.
She said that she called her out on it and the girl just never responded.
Well, then your friendship is over.
Yeah. Bingo, bango.
There's my advice.
I
you said what
also
you had to
wanna
say,
know-
period.
I have questions about the uncle. What was your uncle doing? Like, was your uncle, like, can we talk about the uncle? Was your uncle engaging in this? I am trying to imagine an uncle of mine, which I don't have any that are single, but I'm trying to imagine it. So maybe I'll use a cousin.
Was this uncle single?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I need to know more about the uncle. What was going on with your uncle? And why was he engaging? Was he engaging in this flirtatious manner? Did you have to watch this at the wedding? Were they macking at your wedding? Were they like? I have more questions.
I always had more questions, but in the context of the information in which I was given, you said what you had to say. This girl is not your friend. You try to confront the issue. I say let it go. This person wants to come back in your life, then we can have a conversation about it. But nah, you're married. You have a great life. You have a great brother. You apparently have a hot uncle. Go spend time with your family. Fuck this person.
And that is CJ's opinion.
That's my opinion. So if any of you all have other questions or other things that you would like our opinion on, you can submit those on our website, by the way, right?
Yes, yeah. It's completely anonymous. You don't have to provide any contact information. So if you have a crazy story and you don't want people to know that it's you, they will never know. It's a great way to get stuff off your chest without having to own up to it. Our website says we might give advice, we might not. We're just giving an opinion. We're essentially reacting in whatever way. We are not responsible for the advice we give, the reaction. Like, if you did something fucking crazy and we think it's crazy, we're going to tell you.
Got it. And so to that point too, context helps. So if your uncle is hot, let us know. That's helpful. Put all the juicy details in there. It makes a better informed opinion.
Right. And if we ask for a follow-up, please follow up. Be like, I'm the girl that wrote in. I have answers. We will share them. Anyway, guys, that was the episode for today. That was a great way to start a Monday. I love talking to you on a Monday. It really makes my day better.
You're welcome.
Say it back.
Yes.
I hate you.
I love the squirming. It's fun for me.
I don't give out compliments just for the
She
sake
said,
of it. It's
"Say it
because
back."
I want something in return. So next time I pay you a compliment, you better dish it right back. I'll give that shit out for free. I'm kidding.
I'm dead. She said, say it back.
Well, you took a really long pause. It looks like you were just taking it, and you weren't.
I
gonna
do
return
that.
the
That's my
favor.
thing. I do that to Joey all the time, and he hates it.
I would hate that. You say that back. Poor Joey. I'm gonna text him and check on him. Make sure he's okay. I'm gonna need audience opinions on this because I know I'm gonna be right and it's gonna make me feel good. So everybody tell CJ's wrong because he is.
Well, maybe you
Okay.
should go interview Joey and ask him his thoughts.
Maybe
I already know
we
what
should
he'll
give
say.
Joey your co-host spot.
He would be really good at this, though. He always has an opinion, and he's very loud about it.
Well, we'll have him on. All right, my dear. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, follow, subscribe to us on YouTube, and submit your I need your opinion stories because that's our favorite part of the pod.
Appreciate everybody for listening. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.